heard it plain as day. They have to fall in line and fight the dark.
Okay, so let's ask. Can we get in?
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Well, you see, I have urgent need to talk to a king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Well, you see, I'm a Grey Warden, and this treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Well, you see, Loghain is a traitor who killed King Kaelin at Ostagar.
What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Okay, think I can manage it. So we have a couple bodyguards and Imrek is the name. Well, let's cast that crap and then let's do this and let's see, what can we do? Can we have rock armor? Yes, we can. Also can have some of that. Okay. Yeah. And that. Maybe that actually. Where is me? Me is here. I just want to kill that ass, or at least stun him successfully. Okay. We're staying too closely to each other, so that's not very nice, but I think that's not too many of them, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, a little bit more, and another go. Right, and he's down. I think that's all. Now let's see. Just a few coins, sadly. Spirit shard and amethyst. Okay. Now, let's see, can we craft something? Just one elf fruit, and that's not nearly enough. Yeah, before I'll go in, I think I could sell it.
I've told you what I know. Oh.
Where is that stone? Amethyst, 20 silver. Okay.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Thanks. And new quest, seek out Steward. Bundler. Okay. Yeah, and I suppose we'll do some side quests.
We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I know. The times
I
are
haven't eaten in
troublesome.
days.
Paragon Bronca. Okay. Okay. I suppose we could look at all paragons.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah, not nice conversation. Explanation of the paragons. Okay, I think I looked at all of them, right? And I can't even go there, so that part is a backdrop. Right? Yeah, it's not clickable.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple, and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I give up.
Yeah, okay. Here's the dwarven city.
It is the assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You'll not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Okay. So, Lord Pyro Harrowmont is apparently is not really nice guy, right? With all the scoop. Some idiots launching fireworks, judging by the sound. It's like a weird date, but whatever. Captain of the Guard. Floor carving. City of Orzammar. Okay. Paragons. Whatever, let's talk to the captain.
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Well, the Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay.
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright... Yes, you should.
New quest. Speak to Prince Balin, second in command. Or speak to Dulin Ferender. I could support either of them, right? But I don't like, you know, dodgy folks who are planning a coup of, or some sort of revolution or whatever. So I probably should talk to Balin's representative. But before we'll do that, I could level up my reputation in the city, right?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Well, so... this is some kind of shrine.
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
Yeah, okay, so what were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Okay, so what happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to look for him? Also, it was like a few years ago, so... I can't imagine he's alive, but maybe I could...
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
We will see. That's a nice one. I don't expect any payment or anything decent out of it, but maybe that would help us in our journeys eventually. Now, let's see. A lot of places, right? Dagna and Brother Barkel, General Goods Merchant, and the Tavern. A lot of places to go to check out, and couple minor quests, right? So, Hall of Heroes, Deep Roads. Well, maybe I could at least start this one, maybe not necessarily do it right now.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
That's their religion. You shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
Well, what do you think, Specky? Should we, help him open a chantry? Usually, I'm not much into religion, but I guess experience points are experience points nevertheless, and that's not the worst quest in this game.
The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Okay.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Okay, at least we haven't disappointed Liliana. So, I suppose it's worth it in this way. But, from the moon being, let me see. We have a store here, right?
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Well, that could be interesting.
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Thanks, I suppose. And I don't really need massive armor at this point. Not for myself or for anybody else. No, this, of course, is worse, but it's still better than mine. Yeah, I'll get it. Let me change stuff. And let's see. Maybe take a look inside the tavern. That is. That's usually a good place to start asking.
Woke up a week later in Jada wearing nothing but my shoes and a towel.
Yeah, that was an interesting experience, I suppose. But, let's see. Nevin, Cora, a bunch of patrons, adventurers, and Lord Helmi. Well, what about Nevin?
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Well, who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm a Wari, Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
So, you work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
I've never been in the deep roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Okay. And who else is in the deep roads?
Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
And who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Okay. Well, that's some information. Who else? Cora.
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Well, I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Yeah?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
What's the Proving?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Yeah, a round of your best brew for myself and the house.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
And that's just 1 silver. That's not bad.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Well, a controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly. But the things are hardly equal on the surface.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Well, so you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
So, how does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Yeah.
As you wish.
That's not good at all. Do we have anyone else interesting in here? I suppose not, right?
They're everywhere! I can't take it!
What do you freaking mean? I have no idea. Well, whatever, I suppose it's time to go and do something. Who else do we have over here? Tavern, Dust Town, Armorers. I don't think Armorers will have anything special, but maybe it's just a shop, or maybe I'll get a few phrases out of him, a few pieces of lore.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's we have everything from leather to platinum.
Well, you know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Okay.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Sure, what do you have? Some basic stuff and some a bit special stuff, but mostly heavy armor and massive armor. Of course, it's hardly surprising, but still. Well, what ifs, I suppose it's not really important, but what is important is this. Life in Orzammar. I suppose, peaceful codex. Right. So much stuff I never looked into. Maybe, I don't know. We don't really have time for that, or we would be reading that for like another couple live streams. Just all these tiny notes.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
The Lost Nug. Another quest. Okay, and it wasn't really marked, so that could be an interesting one. So, where should I look for him? Maybe in the dust. Oh, no. Here's one. Hi. Okay. Very pleased to see it. And some stuff about dogs. You'll be able to post it in the archive or on YouTube.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yeah, I do, but I need to finish this quest first.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game, got nothing to sell.
Yeah, but I've got one for you, here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay. So, more nugs for him and maybe some stuff for me. That's interesting. Sure, mate. And what was you talking about?
You look like you're not from around here.
Well, that's because I'm not.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Yeah, that's sweet. I don't think, like, dwarves don't have any ability in magic, right? But, I mean, we could try.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Jannar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay. An unlikely scholar indeed. And Win approves. Sure, I think if we will be done with this part of, you know, the game, the dwarves, then we could go to the circle on our way back. Right? Yeah. We'll do it, most definitely. And you are the other trader, right?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Yeah, I have an interest, but you were saying that have a look at my shop.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Okay. Some weapons, some bolts, a bit of armor. So it's like all around the place. Lighter weapons as well. Maybe I could just pick up some weapons and leave that for now. Yeah. Well, I'll leave it for the moment being, and then later we'll see what we can do. Runestone. What else? Do we have Diamond Quarter? Figures imports. Deep Roads. Dust Town. And Hall of Heroes, that's entrance, right? The Proving Grounds. I suppose I'll go to the... is it Dust Town first? Oh, Nug. Okay, yes. Nug in a box. Do we have any other Nugs? Yes, we do. Actually, we do. Okay. Walker. Yeah, I missed it. The casts.